Hey, God bless. This is Reverend Shnorr. I'm back again. Hey, when Mr. Rogers would come in, he wasn't fully dressed. He had to change his sweater and everything. That's kind of what I'm doing tonight. Hey, tie my tie while I talk to you. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Hey, God bless. It's been a little while since we've been here, and I apologize for that. There's some unforeseen things that didn't see coming and couldn't make it. But that's neither here nor there, more or less. It's an excuse why we weren't here. We'll talk about that tonight. Lots of other things going on during this whole thing that we got going. But we got to start everything like we do every day with a little something here for a good book. Without spilling, if we can. This is from the Lamentations. It says, how the gold has become dim. How changed the fine gold. The stones of the sanctuary are scattered at the head of every street. I want you to think about that. Shiny things don't ever stay shiny. Pretty girls get old. Cool cars get rusty. So think about that while you go through your life, huh? Really uplifting. Hey, let's bring in Brother Carlito and see what the hell he's got on tap for us tonight.
Reverend.
Hey, Brother Carlito, long time no smell.
I'm telling you.
How been?
I smell good.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah. Más o menos.
Okay. You know what I noticed?
What's that?
Your opening prayer or your opening statement or however you choose to pick the good book.
Yeah.
Was it stones of the sanctuary scattered at every street?
Something like that. Yeah, I think this was said.
What happens if the new people these days, they live in the condos? They don't have streets. They have like floors and elevators. Did they have an update, an amendment?
They do. And here's the amendment.
Okay.
If you live in a condo, shame on you. What the hell's the matter with you? You normal people live in a house or they live in an apartment. You rent the apartment or you own the building sometimes, or you lay on a buddy's couch or something. Condos kind of, they ruin the landscape. And so you got the stones from the condos, you got to deal with the association. And they got, why would you live somewhere where other people have a say on what you can do with your own property? Now, if you rent and your landlord says you can't do that, well, hell, it's his property. But if you own it, like your house or your unit, why would you let, oh, no, we don't like that on the door. That is too frilly for ours. Screw those people. What the hell's the matter? Put the stones out on your mat.
Give him some time. He'll get over this.
You get to, that's the problem. Then the elevator breaks and everyone comes to you for money, right? Oh, yeah, well, you're the new guy. And
you know why the elevator broke?
Well, I saw some guys doing some things. Why did the elevator break?
Because the stones got in the door when it tried to close. And that little light, when you always go.
Right. Because the MILF from the beach lets your kids just run around the halls throwing things down there like rocks and whatnot.
So, stones of the sanctuary are scattered down every street except the condos, and damn the hell you are if you live in a condo. Well put. I will put that in the logbook.
There you go. Townhouses are all right.
Townhouses are okay.
Yeah.
Townhouses, one word or two? Two. All right.
I'm trying to think of the picture on the box. Cracker Jacks. No, it's Toll House.
Toll House.
That's one word. Hey, what's new? What you been doing?
Well, the plumbing's fixed. I know we couldn't make a show. Well, I got to tell you.
What happened?
You know.
No.
That sometimes sinks on the same floor are kind of all tied together, the drains.
Oh. Well, that makes some sense,
I had a little clog the last time we couldn't make the show.
Right.
At least Thursday. That's the excuse we're going with for you. But there's a little clog. And I had to get it fixed. 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 And I had and I tried to treat it correctly. I'm kind of handy. And I got some water in the one sink, and I was going to power of gravity flush out the sink. And thank God I happened to walk by my other bathroom in the master bath, and the shit was flowing out of the other bathroom. So I had to clog that one right away to create the suction to work on the really clogged sink. And we had to clean the pipes. Everybody knows how good you feel when you clean the pipes. Right now, my pipes are clean. And it is Tuesday, and we're doing a show.
Right. The Malort will do that. Keep your pipes clean.
You know what? I could have took the Malort, poured it down the drain, and seen if it did something, like Linko.
Slide right through you.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a Three Stooges thing. You push down here, and the shit flows up over there.
You know what?
It's
if I
moldy
had
eye.
cameras in 2 locations, it was exactly that. And the other one's really brand new, and it's all modern and white walls and a nice white sink. And that soupy water was... Anyways, that was my last day we couldn't make the...
That's why we weren't here. Okay. I was
What'd you do that day?
Could barely move all day.
Did you work out?
No. Of course not. I went and met up with our good friends, Julie and Chaz.
And where does Julie work? Or what does she do for a living?
She's like a liquor distributor lady.
So word to everybody. Reverend's good friend is a liquor distributor. You put those two together, Reverend has a bad day the next day.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to bring Chaz's shirt. He was one of our winners. It was a free T-shirt. I forgot to bring it to him. And we just, it was going to be a real low-key night. We went to the neighborhood tavern, but they closed early. It wasn't my neighborhood. It was their neighborhood. And so we went back and kind of hung out on the front steps or the back steps or something. And Thursday was an awful day. I thought I died and gone to hell. So I didn't do much. So when you said your clogs were piped, I figured that's a sign from God that we're not doing it tonight.
Not bad. You told me you... So for the record, I put a quarter in the phone call, and I called the Rev, and I said, Rev, I got a bad plumbing problem. I'll be there, but I might be a little late. And the Rev says, Brother Carlito, I got this handled tonight. No problem. Deal with your plumbing. And next thing you know, I know that on the Facebook page, you go, due to some unforeseen plumbing.
That's a lie. I said, you take care of your pipes are more important than the show. And I got beat up last night, so it's just, you take care of what's important there and make sure you can flush everything.
Oh.
I didn't take over. I can't do the show without you. I tried that once. It didn't go well. So what did Petruzzi get to say? Plumbing. Get your plumbing pipe shit right out of your house. Oh, you bring up Mel Brooks, Petruzzi, and we'll talk a little bit later about him, but his buddy passed away last night.
Yes, he did.
And it's sad because the guy brought lots of entertainment to all of us. So let's see real quick. We got Nelson Toll is back. Welcome. Thank you. Gregory. Echo. God bless you. Becky. God bless you. Carrie Vaden. Hi, everybody.
Holy Christ.
Tamara. Yay, Tamara. God bless you, Tamara. We're glad to see you typing again. Back at it. Kimmy K is here. And Rick Kolinek is here. And Joe Vinci. Thomas Cross. OB. Ron England. Lots of good people in the house. JT.
YouTube signing in there. Johnny Nips in the house.
Hey. Hello, Johnny Nips.
Oh. He must not be on nap time yet.
Yeah. Are we mentioning that or no?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. We'll
Marty's in the house. Yeah, buddy.
Get out of here. Hey, God bless Martin Music. I thought I heard something chime in back there. Is Martin Music? Tommy Bagby. God bless.
T-Bags in the house.
T-Bags. And I got to freshen up here.
Really?
So we got some things to talk about, huh?
I obviously we do. Why don't you take the lead, brother?
Hey, so it's this. Hey, Hirschberg's here. You're just in time, Pete. It's the end of June. Today's the last day of June, I think. Maybe there's tomorrow. I don't know. But it was Pride Month, and we haven't even talked about it yet. And I want to say Happy Pride Month to our friends who are not straight like us, the LGBTQ crowd. You know, a lot of people they think that reverends are real. Uh, what do you call it? Uber anti-gay, but not this reverend. I got to tell you, I was performing same-sex weddings long before it was legal anywhere in the United States, long before it was legal in Illinois. And this is not to get political, but even people on the left, the Democrats tend to be more gay friendly, and I was in favor of marriage equality before either Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton would publicly say so. I don't know that we did a lot on the Jerry Springer show to do good, but I think they give a lot of credit to other shows for what do you call making it kind of commonplace to see those what were then considered alternative lifestyles on television. But nobody did more toward that end than that show that we were on. Same-sex kisses and all different, transvestites, transsexuals, and knowing the difference between the two. Gay men, lesbian women, and the people who weren't quite sure. And all that stuff that is hip and popular today was very much a part of every day back then. And I think that show went a long way in making it seem less, oh my goodness, and a lot more, yeah, that's just how some people live, and it's okay. And, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. But there was one time there was a same-sex marriage. And usually, I knew I was going to go out there and there'd be some kind of family member who objected to the wedding. And I spar with the family member or whatever. But there's one time, this woman in the audience out of nowhere. And seriously, this was not planned. It was not produced or nothing. This woman in the audience just had a problem with the fact that I was going to do a marriage ceremony on the stage there with two people of the same gender. I think they were guys. And she started yelling at me. And I got in it with her a little bit and told her about how, it's none of her business, first of all. And if she thinks it's wrong and they're going to go to hell, what is it her problem? It's between them and their God and whatnot. I don't want to get into it now. I wish I had it taped, though, because I think I said, the truth is how I see it. Everybody here's how I see it now. When I see a woman, I don't sit there and think, oh, is she pretty or not? I know, like, boom, oh, yeah. Well, look at that pretty girl. We're all pretty much the same, It is what it is. You see something, you like it. Some people like the color blue. Some people like the color yellow. And you might not agree. It doesn't matter. It's what is right for you. And this is the United States of America, and I don't get political, but why does it seem fair that we could deny a certain group of people equal rights under the law based on who it is they think is pretty? Makes no sense to me. So God bless everybody and it's come a long way in just the 10 years or so since that show got crappy.
Hey, Rev, you also married a guy to his foot, I was told here.
I did. Nelson Toll would probably be able to tell you this. Isn't it ironic that a guy named Toll just told us about a foot marriage? It was the last episode in Chicago in 2009. Jerry didn't even do his final thought. That's incredible. I don't even remember. We were all drunk at that point.
We were so drunk we were told we had to come back to work, and if we didn't come back to work, we were fired. And who really cared?
Right, we were fired anyhow. Oh no. All right, Carrie, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope. Well, I'm glad to hear he's home, and some people get the Rona, and it's just a couple of sniffles and some aches, and some other people get it, and they gotta go on a ventilator and stuff. So I'm glad to see your cousin's home. Give him our best. God bless. May he heal quickly, or she. I don't even know. Oh no, he. May he heal quickly and be back on the mend soon.
Also, Kim, having technical difficulties. Sometimes it's just the Reverend talking, but if you are, just recycle your YouTube and we should come back crystal clear.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hang
What?
on. Am I breaking up on you?
No,
Or
you're
am I
solid.
good?
We look good.
Oh, then I won't mess with it.
Yeah, don't mess with anything, Rev. Please.
I won't.
Not
I
even the
forgot to plug
plumbing.
in that cord.
Not even the plumbing. All right, so Rev.
I don't know how it's working.
Rev, there's... Oh. How's that working?
I don't know.
Do you even have it plugged in?
By the power of the Holy Spirit, I'm transmitting the word of the Lord to the world. God bless. Send your money. This is a miracle.
All right, Rev. People are getting very creative with their masks and their ways to go out in public these days.
Whoa, let's see.
I want you to take a look at this mask. It's got an option.
Oh, look at that. I like that. You just take the top off and you can drink.
Correct.
That's the kind I need.
Now, what I don't like about this is
it expires?
If you use this at a bar, it's got a screw top. So what if you got a belch or have that like throw up in your mouth type situation? It should have a check valve where it's just like kind of like the you should unscrew one of those like ranch dressing ones that have the pop off with a little hole.
Oh yeah.
And that way, if it's like a check valve, and then it just flaps open and gives you relief. This one, you screw on, it's gonna shoot out through your eyes.
Right, and the burp is gonna make your eyes water. I'm weird, but I would rather smell a fart than a burp. I don't know why. Burps are
Somehow,
awful.
I just want to say I could see that in you.
Yeah, especially like Dorito burps and bologna burps. There's something gross about burps. I mean, if a fart is a fart, if you just don't think about it as someone's butthole air coming out, where it's traveled through, it's all right. But they don't smell the same way as a burp does. On that note, we should, God bless Sammy Zenith, who had his first drink when he got back home. I hope we didn't corrupt the kid.
He turned into a drinker?
I know he's not a kid anymore.
Or Nelson, did he turn 21?
Let's hope he turned 21. God bless Sammy and thank him for joining us all that time. He was a good guy.
Oh, God. What else do we got here? We used to make Goldie make.
Oh, out of the milk carton. Yeah, that would protect you from nothing, but it would look good.
What else we got here, Rev? I guess Kim's working good now.
Okay, good. God bless. She's usually on Facebook. It's weird to see her on YouTube, but it's good. If you can get people to go to YouTube too.
Okay, so.
Oh, you didn't like it? What the hell did he drink? You didn't give him a Malort for his first ever, did you? It's not good.
Nelson. Oh. Anyways, a lot of these pictures that we show on the show, people think we go and we search the internet, right? Over and over and over, right?
Right.
And then we put them on the show and we laugh about them, right?
Right.
I saw this actually in your neighborhood. I was cruising the other day. I had to go take care of the bigger bookie and pay off some of our bad bets on the Korean Baseball League. But anyway, On a side note, this truck turns right in front of me.
Okay. Oh. Well, and we argued about what that meant. You thought it was something about TV moms, and I thought it was something about laying down on them. Here it's movers I'd like as friends.
And everybody will say, oh, it's all Photoshop. It's all Photoshop. So I did one of these. It's kind of like proving yourself there. There I am. And there's the car.
Oh, look at that. That really was. I thought you were kidding. It really is right in front of you. MILFs.
There you go. Movers I like as friends. MILFs. So when we get in an argument later in life, we could say, MILFs, movers I like as friends.
Right, I like it. I wanted to wear bikinis and have big boobs.
Juice box. He missed the opening prayer. God bless. God bless to you. God bless.
God bless, Juice Box. Welcome back. It's okay, you're late. You're forgiven. And Scott Thorner is here. God bless. Cheers to you, Scott. And Nelson Toe, who likes Bud Light? Nobody likes Bud Light. Tell Sammy to Reverend will take care of him. I'll find him something good to drink. There you go. We should have sent him home with some of that.
What did I do? I called you. What did I do with my grilled sausage?
Oh, you soaked it in beer. And you used Bud Light. And how was your sausage? You need a strong beer for that. You need a flavorful something. Old style.
How about
even Budweiser?
Lagunitas? Nice thick.
Right, yeah, something with flavor. Something with
Little Malort over the top.
wrong flavor.
Oh, God. So you wanted to talk about what? The Dick Van Dyke Show, I hear.
Well, I wanted to talk about Carl Reiner a little bit.
Okay.
It's only right. So, here's a guy. Started out as a serious actor, and it didn't work. He went into the military. He come out, and he starts he's got a show up against Sid Caesar at first, comedy show, and then Sid Caesar gets his own Your Show of Shows, and Carl Reiner joins it. Now here's think of these is a writing staff of Your Show of Shows, just a few of them. Nelson Toe will fill in, I'm sure, what I forget. Neil Simon, Mel Brooks, Carl Reiner, and another guy. So you'd know, right? Carl Reiner he didn't write a lot of it, but he wrote some of it and acted on it, and him and Mel Brooks become friends. So he takes his experiences on the Show of Shows, which was really popular and kind of experimental. They did things they were wackier than the other shows, but not in a goofy way as much as it was a smarter show. So he takes his experiences there and he makes a TV show for himself, because what the hell? Why not? You're in TV. I'm going to make a show for me to be a star. And it's horrible. It completely fails. No one likes it. But Sheldon Leonard, you might know him as the guy who's, "Get me, I'm giving out wings" in It's a Wonderful Life. "Out you two pixies go, out the door or through the window." Sheldon Leonard, he was a big producer back then. He says, "Here's what we're going to do, Carl Reiner. We're going to find a better actor to play you." So they do. They find this guy, Dick Van Dyke, who can sing and dance and do physical comedy like Stan Laurel. And it becomes a Dick Van Dyke Show. But the whole idea of it, and Carl Reiner was, the driving force behind it, was Carl Reiner's life, working in New York City for this big-time TV star, writing for a big TV show. And then he goes back to the suburbs to just kind of live his life with his wife and little kid and his neighbors. And it was... If you watch the Dick Van Dyke Show now, I mean, first of all, it's very 60s in a good way, but the humor stands up. It wasn't super topical. It wasn't political. It was just good humor, and not in a way, sometimes you watch some of those shows and go, it's so bland. It's just, he knew people really well, and he did this great show, the Dick Van Dyke Show. Like Nelson Toe said, he directed The Jerk and 3 other Steve Martin movies. And he teamed up with Mel Brooks. They become best friends. Since their wives have passed away, they eat dinner together almost every night. They're like this. But they had a routine called a 2,000-Year-Old Man. If you haven't heard of 2,000-Year-Old Man, do yourself a favor and listen to the 2,000-Year-Old Man. The last one I know of, and it's the first one I ever listened to, is a 2,000-Year-Old Man in the year 2000. They put it out, at the turn of the last millennium, Y2K. It's hilarious. I don't know how much of it's improvised and how much of it was written, But he was the perfect straight man for Mel Brooks' crazy guy. If it was just a Dick Van Dyke show, we'd honor this guy. It was just a jerk and the other 3 Steve Martin movies he directed, we'd honor the guy. If it was just a 2,000-year-old man, probably not so much. We put them all together, and he has entertained us for 50 years, and it's sad. He lived a long life, 98 years old. What the hell? Can't ask for more than that. But God bless you, Carl Reiner, and thanks for the laughs and the entertainment. May you rest in peace. Tonight's peace shot, I think, goes out not only to Sammy for having his first drink and not liking Budweiser Light, but for Carl Reiner.
Hang on. I got it. For Carl Reiner.
I already got whiskey here.
Okay.
Carl Reiner, God bless. Rest in peace.
The Malort for Carl Reiner.
It's good.
That's good. Doesn't get easy.
Mm-mm. Well, and you've been off for a week.
Yep.
What else was we got to talk about? I got all serious and shit
Nelson,
today.
can we add Carl's last name just for...
We don't want to confuse anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to, make
The
sure
family's gonna...
Carl space R period.
Right.
We'll
You want competing bookies will start in on your territory and, there's trouble.
Yeah, that Korean baseball, though. Whew.
Yeah, it'll kill you,
So listen to this.
Yeah.
I got a picture of this, too. Well, we'll have to wait. I'm not going to tell the story. There. Okay, it's official. Thank you. Remember we showed the Korean soccer teams and they would put the sex dolls in the stands?
Yeah.
Okay. So another soccer league said if you're a fan of the league, send in a picture of yourself, and they printed out the picture and then they put it in the seats, and then they would pan the stands and you would see yourself as a fan if the cameras got you, right?
Right.
Well, then there's always a wise ass. And I guess there was a few of them, and they sent in pictures of Osama bin Laden, and they were taped on the seats, and then the cameras panned them, and people caught it, and it went viral. But that's my story. I thought it was funny.
It is.
Rev, why don't you tell a bedtime story?
Once upon a time, during the days of Pride Month, there was an old timer who had a secret he didn't want anyone to know. Bothered him. It kept him up at night. He says, how do I tell my wife? How do I tell my kids the truth about me? About my feelings and how I really am? And it bugged him. And he went for long walks. And one day he stumbled on a frog. He says, almost stepped right on him. And Frog says, hey, watch where you're going. And the old guy says, what, you just a talking frog? Frog says, yeah, I'm a talking frog. What the hell you think we don't talk? So the old man sits down with the frog and he starts telling him the story. He says, what do I do about this? I don't know what I should say. How do I tell people this secret I have? But it's who I really am. And I don't want to, it shouldn't make me feel wrong to be who I am, but it does. And the frog said, you have to live your truth. You have to be honest. You only get one shot at this life. You got to be yourself. So the old man decided he was going to tell his family. And he did it by making a t-shirt. And it looked like this. And that, my friends, the moral of the story is be proud of who you are and show it off. And that's our pride story for today. If you're an old fat man who's a lesbian, tell your family. Don't keep it a secret.
That was a good
Other
one.
thing, they might build a statue of that guy.
You never know.
Years later, someone might want to come and tear it down.
You got a piece of paper nearby you?
I do.
Let me see.
Hang on, it's exercise stuff. I don't use it.
Okay, now I gotta have a piece of paper too.
Oh.
Here's my piece of paper.
Okay. Ready?
Fold it in half. All right. Now in the center, create a little hole.
It's got notes on it.
Create a little hole so you have this.
Hang on. Guys, put the piece. Lemons, limes, penicillin. Okay, I got it.
All right.
I'm gonna cut out a little hole.
It could be a bigger hole, but a hole in.
A hole in the middle. Okay.
Now open it up so I see the hole. I'll give you $100 and a free case of Old Style if you could somehow poke your head through that hole.
Without ripping the paper? Which head?
That's too big of a hole.
Way too big.
Nah, you ripped it. You lost.
Oh.
You want to know how to do it?
Yeah.
All right, pay attention. You still watching?
Yep.
I poked my head through the paper. I can't believe you fell for it.
I don't know how to do that.
It's good to be back, people.
It is. There's one more thing. You got to be careful. You know, we're tearing down statues, and some of them should be taken down, but you got to watch out. Sometimes it affects everybody. They got nowhere to go anymore. You got to tear down some, you got to replace them with others. Take down the racist ones, you got to build up. I heard they want to replace some of the Civil War, not the good guys, the other guys, statues in Tennessee with Dolly Parton. How can anyone be opposed with giant Dolly Parton boobs all over Tennessee? Oh. I'd love to see that. There you go. Jolene.
Oh, Jolene. I got one thing to say about that, Rev.
Uh-oh.
You know what I got to say about
what
that?
Is that?
What do you think?
What do you have to say about it? It never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
It never does.
You know what else doesn't get old? And I'm still on the hunt.
When I stick my head through the paper, I think.
This is what doesn't get old, and I actually stopped to look for this.
Bag up, Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What you doing, Terry? Terry, what you doing?
I went looking. I went looking for the fireworks, and I couldn't. I was gonna bring it to the show and go, look what I found.
I did too.
You did too.
I swear to God.
Okay, hang on. When you walked into that tent, that they got the illegal fireworks like underneath the table that you're not supposed to be selling in Illinois. I went, you got backup tear? The guy looked at me. I'm like, the guy in the wheelchair, backup tear? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, this guy's a legit fireworks seller.
No, they had one shaped like a beer, and I almost bought that. And I thought, well, I came here for backup Terry. I don't want to leave with a fake beer. But yeah. Oh Lord, what are you doing, Terry? Oh my God. I did. I was riding through Wisconsin.
Oh, you even went to like a legit fireworks place.
Yeah, I figured, hey, best shot is in the state where they don't care. And I went up there, and they had all kinds of stuff, but no backup Terry. I asked. They said, no, we don't got backup Terry.
Did they know what we were talking about or no?
No, I don't think she did.
It doesn't look like it's Photoshopped, though.
It doesn't. It looks legit. Mega Pro. We got to look it up. Mega Pro backup Terry fireworks. Because here's why I think it's real. If it were Photoshopped,
Okay.
it would have a picture of Terry from the video in it. But they don't want to pay Terry from the video. So they put backup Terry, which is
You know all about that, though, right?
and a wheelchair with no one in it. So you know what you're talking about, but they don't have to pay him nothing. And that's how I know it's real. A fake one would have put Terry in it.
First one to buy a backup tear and can take a picture of it and not fake it, I personally buy you a Rev shirt.
Hey, how you beat that?
And free shipping's included. Just in case everybody who does not know what I'm talking about is, I will buy you a Rev shirt that is also on some great t-shirt material. For those of you who want to purchase that and cannot find me a backup Terry cluster of fireworks from Mega Pro, you head on over to maroonfishingcompany.com to get your Rev shirt in all shapes and sizes. But like I said, first one to send me a backup Terry pic
Of legitimate, not something you find on the internet. You got to be holding backup Terry in front of your face like that.
Matter of fact, you got to be holding backup Terry in front of your face, and then another picture of you starting the wick on fire outside.
Oh, yeah. Hirsch got his... How do you like that shirt there, Hirsch? He got his. Yeah, I like that. If you can find backup Terry, I'm still going to look because I want to do a 4th of July special. I mean, we'll show it on Tuesday. I want to try to find exactly. You should write T-shirts for them. Yeah, if we can find a backup Terry, we'll videotape. I'm going to sit in a chair next to it and see what happens.
All right, sounds good to me.
What the most I could lose is a few fingers, some butt hair.
Is that supposed to be an inside joke towards me?
No.
Oh, butt hair. I thought you said chest hair. Sorry.
No, butt hair.
All right.
The Komodo 3000 will turn night into day. I'm not looking to do that. I turn day into night by just shutting the blinds and cracking a beer.
You do a lot more than beer.
Yeah.
Very good, Hirsch. Very good. Rev, I got to go because I am out of beer. I am out of my Malort because I only poured myself 1 cup.
Okay.
And we got to put another dime in the jukebox. So let's do this again.
How about Thursday?
Okay.
I'll see you then. God bless. Thanks for all your help. Brother Carlito puts all the work in. I just kind of show up. Sorry, Nelson Toad. Cheers and good nights to you. I didn't mean to ignore you, but Carrie, it's on the way. They told me. I know it went out. So if you don't get it soon, let me know because it should be there. I went out with Echoes, so you should get it soon. All right, God bless everybody. Thanks for being understanding about last week. It was a bad day for me, and I was really happy when I heard Brother Carlito say he had muck coming out of his sink because he gave me an excuse to go back to bed. But we're not going to do that anymore now. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, more or less, except for I'll tell you about that later. But I'm glad you're here, and I love that you guys have joined the Rev Heads and are still talking when we're not here. So you keep that up, and let me know if you're not a part of the Rev Heads and you'd like to be on Facebook. I can probably make that happen. So
hang on 1 second. Now, what is the Rev Head Club? You got to tell me this. I'm new to Facebook.
So Kimmy K and a couple other people kept saying, "Hey, we should have a group. We should have a group." So I talked to Bubbles, and she walked me through how you set up a group on Facebook. So now there's a group, and I called it Rev Heads because we were talking about Rev Heads for some reason. So I said, "Hey, we'll call it Rev Heads." And now people go there and they talk when we're not, just like in the comment section here when we're on the air. They talk to each other.
Uh-huh.
Well, they can do that anytime now by being a part of the Rev Heads.
It's like breaking news updates.
Kind of, yeah. Everybody wakes up and says, "Hey, here's what I'm having for breakfast. What kind of cocktail are you having?" And that kind of stuff. And what are you doing for the weekend? I think Greg and Rich met up for drinks in person. I love that. It was beautiful. So, if you want to be part of the Rev Heads on Facebook, just shoot me a message and we'll see if we can make that happen. So everybody stay together, keep positive. No, stay negative. I haven't done this in a week. Stay negative, think positive, and you have one for me because I'm going to have one for each one of you. Thanks a lot for all your support. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm